emerge with a devilish grin. Tales of conquest whisper where the echoes begin. Through the walled city gates their schemes take flight. Belfast, beware, the villains own the night. Ulster's Inquisition marching bold and sly, streaming chaos for the masses under darkened skies. Join the spectacle, the show is on the run. A villain's theme for everyone under the sun. In the cobbled streets where secrets reside, they weave their web, their motives won't hide. With a wink and a laugh their plans unfold, a mischievous empire of stories untold. Ulster's Inquisition marching bold and sly, streaming chaos for the masses under darkened skies. Join the spectacle, the show is on the run. A villain's theme for everyone under the sun. With a flick of the wrist and a daring feat, they take the stage with a cunning meet. Tune in now to their playful spree. From the walled city to Belfast they roam free. Ulster's Inquisition marching bold and sly, streaming chaos for the masses under darkened skies. Join the spectacle, the show is on the run. A villain's theme for everyone under the sun. They march through the shadows with fire in their stride. The Inquisition whispers where secrets dare to hide. A tale of the hunted, yet they're never far behind. The truth they unravel is the chaos they designed. Ulster's Inquisition rising from the dark, streaming through the ages, leaving embers and a spark. Join the quest in motion, let your story intertwine. No matter where you're standing, their eyes are on the line. Masks of the cunning, cloaked in silken smoke. Villains or the heroes, it depends who you provoke. With questions sharp as daggers and answers carved in stone, they broadcast their dominion in a voice that chills the bone. Through screens and devices, they hold your every view. A villain's theme so catchy, you're compelled to see it through. The rhythm of their journey beats loud within your chest. Ulster's mighty Inquisition will not let you rest. Ulster's Inquisition rising from the dark, streaming through the ages, leaving embers and a spark. Join the quest in motion, let your story intertwine. No matter where you're standing, their eyes are on the line. Masks of the cunning, cloaked in silken smoke. Villains or the heroes, it depends who you provoke. Join the quest in motion, let your story intertwine. No matter where you're standing, their eyes are on the line. The world's their theater, they play each twisted role. The heroes of their making, while villains lose control. From shadows they are streaming, wherever you may roam. Ulster's Inquisition claims your screen to call it home. Stone and sky so gray, the noble hearts will lead the way. Torches burning, truth so bright, they'll pierce the dark and end the night. From the city walls to Belfast shore, We fight for peace but yearn for more. Against the shadows vile and cruel, the Inquisition stands to rule. Their banners rise with crimson thread. The evil republic's lies have spread, but courage lives in every hand. We fight to cleanse this tainted land. From the city walls to Belfast shore, we fight for peace but yearn for more. Against the shadows vile and cruel, the Inquisition stands for rule. The whispers call from cobbled streets, a war of souls where fire meets. The echoes ring of faith and steel. Our noble cause will never kneel. From the city walls to Belfast shore, we fight for peace but yearn for more. Against the shadows vile and cruel, the Inquisition stands to rule. From cobbled streets, a war of souls where fire meets. The echoes ring of faith and steel. Our noble cause will never kneel. From the shadows they emerge with a devilish grin. Tales of conquest whisper where the echoes begin. Through the walled city gates their schemes take flight. Belfast, beware the villains on the night. Posters, Inquisition marching bold and sly, streaming chaos for the masses under darkened skies. Join the spectacle, the show is on the run. A villain's theme for everyone under the sun. In the cobbled streets where secrets reside, they weave their web, their motives won't hide. With a wink and a laugh their plans unfold, a mischievous empire of stories untold. Through old stone. Moon and skies. From the walled city where the bells toll loud, to Belfast streets under a heavy shroud, the noble Inquisition takes its stride, through shadowed alleys where truths collide. We march in the dark with torches high, against the storm and the crimson sky. Evil's throne will crumble and fall, the Republic's lies won't stand at all. fire in our veins. Through trials and pain, the fight remains. The whispers of courage guide the night. We carry the dawn in our endless fight. The streets remember the
The information we found in the database points to some sort of installation in this system, but even the tall Shi'ar doesn't have complete information about it. This was ground zero for the supernova that destroyed the homeworld. If there's a base here, it might be connected. We'll need to stay sharp. There's a lot of radiation in the system interfering with our sensors, and debris from the blast is everywhere. I've marked some areas where we need to scan to establish a baseline. The information we found in the database will need to stay sharp. There's a lot of radiation in the system interfering. We're detecting an increase in subspace distortion. Could be a cloaked ship. And can continue scanning. The magnetic signature return appears to be artificial. Isolated another false return. I've placed a waypoint on the map marking the area we should check out. I wonder what they're trying to keep us from finding. One more scan, and I can isolate the false readings. I've detected another ship within the nebula, and I've placed a waypoint on the map marking the area we should check out. Let's see if we can lure them out. This is probably an ambush. I suggest we go to yellow alert.
Justice that forever lasts. The Walled City roars with a righteous flame and of a noble name. We march in the dark with torches high, against the storm and the crimson. From the walled city where shadows creep, to Belfast streets where secrets seep, the noble Inquisition rides tonight, with steel and fire under moonlight. An evil republic hides its schemes and power.
So Hakiv's dogs finally arrive. Stand down, or my guards will kill you. Do you even understand Hakiv's role in all of this? He is just as responsible for the destruction of the homeworld as I am. Perhaps more. My only goal was to help our people. Before you decide who you believe, give me a chance to explain. You should know that when I first encountered Iconian technology more than 40 years ago, I was the commanding officer of the IRW Hakona. The ship was almost destroyed by an Iconian virus. It was only the intervention of a Federation ship that saved our lives. Haki was my science officer. He was as fascinated with the Iconians and their technology as I was. He encouraged my search for them. I trusted him. It was the worst mistake I've ever made. Hakib was the only one with whom the Ilachi would communicate. They gave him the device and said it would bring about the return of the Iconians. All we needed to do was deploy it at the right time and place. I knew they were the messengers of the Iconians, and I was so obsessed that I asked Hakib to study the device before we released it. He told me it would do what the Ilachi said, that it was safe. I was just trying to bring about a better future for our people. I didn't know. I have only sought the Iconians in order to understand who they are. Their technology is so great. Their empire was so vast. I thought that with their help, the Romulan Star Empire could rise to control the galaxy. I did this for our people. It was always for them. I'm trying to fix this. I've been working here to restore an Iconian gateway, to find a way to contact them. If I can talk to them without Hakib or the Ilachi, I know I could convince them. The gateways can do more than move you from place to place. They can move through time and dimensions. With the Iconians' help, I could fix everything. There's no need for a trial if the homeworld is restored.
Terrace, surrender in the name of the Tal Shiar. Put your weapons down.
Let's see. Red, green, red. Tell Hakib this isn't over.
automatic self-destruct activated. 3, 2, 1.
Hungry, fueled by twisted dreams, a mad king watches.
I could not be more pleased with your progress. There is only one other agent who has managed to infiltrate the Tal Shiar so successfully. He, however, is in a position that makes him unable to report back to us. The information you're providing is vital to our quest to stop the Tal Shiar.
Was there something you needed?
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
I hope this message reaches you. Your cover as a Tal Shiar agent has been blown, and your location is currently unknown. Stay alive. We are looking for you. Depending on where you are, perhaps you can salvage this mission. If there's any intelligence you can recover before you are discovered, bring it back.
Was there something you needed?
It looks like we have an unexpected guest. Take our visitor somewhere more comfortable and contact Empress Sela. I'm looking forward to our time together. You'll save yourself a lot of pain if you tell us what actions Datan plans to take against the Tal Shiar. Worm! I know ways to loosen your tongue.
Calm down, both of you. I recommend that you cooperate. Hakiv can be very creative. Just look at what happened to Taurus. Now Starfleet is hunting her too. If she's lucky, she'll spend the rest of her life in a Federation penal colony. Who do you think we are? Everything I do is in the best interests of the Romulan people. All of them. Our methods may be extreme, but they are just.
Now you'll learn what else our masters taught me how to do.
Tal Shiar have been messing with your head. Stay strong. You can fight through this.
Welcome to the ranks of the Tal Shiar. Colonel Hakiv has taken an interest in your progress and ordered me to assign you tasks to test your compliance, in addition to your normal training. Here's your schedule for the day. And here's a tip. If you give in to the conditioning, life will be much easier for you. We have people who try to fight it. No one can resist forever.
Can't be. else escaped Terrace's base.
Are you going to fight me all day?
So, you're Hakiv's newest pet. He's asked me to test out your conditioning in order to make sure we can trust you as a Tal Shiar operative. I have just a few easy tasks I need you to perform. First, pick up that disruptor on the table.
Tal Shiar always follow orders. Pick up that weapon.
Why would you do what that Tal Shiar officer tells you? You know he's going to make you use that weapon. You're a better person than this.
Sharva was right about the Tal Shiar.
Use that disruptor to kill your friend.
We can keep this up all day.
Who do you think you are? You can't resist.
They can't make you kill.
Please try that again. You really tried. Good for you.
Why did you do that?
Well done. I sense some hesitation back there, but that's nothing a little time won't fix. We need to let the indoctrination process really take hold. Too bad we couldn't really bring a friend here for you to kill. Now that would have been a test. Unfortunately, this was only a simulation. But you still passed your test. Congratulations, soldier. Head to the engineering lab to begin your next assignment.
I don't have time for pleasantries. You're the third recruit I've had to deal with today, and I'm on a tight schedule. You're going to help me make Thalaron weapons. Yes, I know. Thalaron weapons are banned by the Federation, and the Klingon Empire, and even your precious Romulan Republic. Well, guess what? I don't care. And you're helping me make these weapons whether you want to or not. Here's a list of parts I need you to gather.
You're beginning to understand. That is not what you were asked to retrieve. Incorrect. Retrieve the correct part. Well done. You're doing better now.
You have to fight this. The conditioning is affecting your optic nerves. Don't trust your eyes.
That's not the correct part. Would you care to try again? I don't think that's the part you wanted. You're doing well.
How did that happen? The part you just picked up has been replaced. Can you hear me? The conditioning, it's getting hard to think.
Excellent. You're not completely incompetent. Now, let's test your basic mechanical skills. Time to assemble all those parts in an easy-to-deploy package. Use the console in the center of this room to manufacture a Thalaron mine.
That would have caused the weapon to short out before it could hurt anyone. You were close to preventing the reaction from getting the activation energy it needed to self-replicate. Almost. That would have rendered the weapon delivery system inert.
Well done. You have a talent for building
Everything
weapons of
appears
mass
to be up to
destruction.
spec.
Have you done this before?
But I want you to test the device before I
You've
sign
achieved
off.
a 2.4% boost to the pulse
There's a display
modulator over
case over
standard
there with some
Romulan
life bullets in
munitions.
it. Let's see how they fare against your weapon. Don't worry. The case is shielded. We'll be completely safe.
It's getting harder to fight.
That's better. You're of no use to me if you're suicidal. That was a close one. Those rodents almost escaped and infested the ship. I never get tired of watching Pharaon weapons detonate.
Well, you're not completely useless. And I'll say as much in my report to the Colonel. I've seen people like you before. Isn't it amazing how much you can get done without that conscience nagging you? I believe your next assignment is in the Borg Tech Lab on the other end of this deck. Oh, I can't wait to get started with this project. And you should be excited too. You're going to assist me with some very interesting research. We're going to install some modified Borg implants into this subject here. Oh, they're fascinating devices. I think we'll learn a lot from this procedure. The test subject? I hadn't really thought about it. No, the subject probably won't survive, but the information will be extremely valuable. If you'd like, I'll note this noble sacrifice in my report.
Well done. Anesthesia would impact the results of this experiment. Good. I was afraid you'd actually try to kill the patient. You fitted the device expertly. The Borg couldn't have done it better. The data is fascinating.
Oh, we are getting some fascinating data from the device you implanted, and you performed the surgery with such skill. Have you ever considered working in medical research full-time? Well, I guess not. I hear that Colonel Hakiv has his own plans for you. In the meantime, though, I'm going to make use of your newfound talent. Please, install a second Borg device in the subject.
professional.
You were magnificent. I wish you could stay, but I'm afraid, though, that our time together is done. Report to the brig and rest until your next assignment. It's been such a pleasure working with you. I can always use good assistance.
Soldier, now that you've successfully completed your training, we need to recalibrate your medical files. Report to the medbay. You're awake. You've been through a lot. I hope there aren't any residual effects. When you're up to it, come talk to me. Welcome back. You may not remember this, but we've met before. The conditioning you underwent can affect short-term memory. My name is Kimmon. I've been working undercover for the Romulan Republic for months now. When I saw you on board, I knew that Hakiv would be indoctrinating you, and that I needed to do something. It took some time to find the right moment. Now we need to make your journey through fire and back worth something. Hakiv has a personal laboratory in the back of the Borg Tech Research Area, where he keeps his private research and information. This is data that even Empress Sela doesn't know about. If you can get your hands on those files and get them back to the Republic, it will be a real victory over Hakiv. We'll finally have the proof we need to go on the offensive against the Tal Shiar. Made it to the lab. Tell me what you see. Those scientists look pretty involved with the results of the experiment from earlier. Perhaps you could put together a convincing example of why the Tal Shiar shouldn't be messing around with Borg technology. See if you can find materials to make it appear as if the patient is reanimating as a Borg drone. A pacemaker, a steroid shot, and a small subspace beacon should put on a good enough show for a few seconds. That will give you enough time to get through the door and into the inner lab. Good. You made it to the lab. in the next lab? Good work. No door. You're in the next lab? Have the access code to that door pad. Luckily, there's no one here to catch you trying to override the security lockout. By the elements. If the Empress knew about half the things in here, she'd have Hakiv locked up for good. You need to get off this ship immediately. All the transporters are locked down because of the red alert, but the security chief has local override codes stored on the terminal in his office. Get there and get the codes. Once you have them, head to the nearest transporter room. I'll contact Tovan Kev and let him know to expect you. He'll have your ship in range for a transport. I'm afraid this ends our relationship. I'm staying here. There's still more I can do for the Republic. And I can't be seen talking to you again. Good luck.
with a wicked grin. The Game of Thrones begins again. Oh, rise, rise! The noble calls through burning skies and crumbled walls. With honor sharp and banners high, the Inquisition will not die. They march through ruins, hearts
Captain on deck.
ablaze, through tangled webs of power plays. The whispers echo, the traitors run, but justice reigns beneath the sun.
Welcome back. We've been following Hakiv's ship since we picked up a subspace transmission from an informant who said you were on board. It's been more than a week since you disappeared at Hobus. We've been searching for you ever since. How are you? What did they do to you? Understood. We're keeping the Romulan Republic apprised of our situation, and they're willing to send in reinforcements on your orders. We're ready to get underway on your command, sir. Our reinforcements from the Romulan Republic have arrived.
This is Colonel Hakiv of the... It seems that our time together has left you